Have you ever drunk Coke? Coke contains sugar, carbonic acid, spices, and other substances. It's one of the most popular drinks in summer. Have you ever thought about what is the difference between different brands of Coke besides the taste? Let's take a look at the time-lapse microscope image of Coke, which is known as a world-class brand. In the first 10 minutes, I saw a lot of small bubbles running around in it, about less than 100 micrometers, and some large bubbles close to 1 millimeter kept appearing and disappearing. Next, we accelerated the video 5 times, and we can find that the bubbles are not moving obviously, which means that the gas volume of Coke will be greatly reduced after 10 minutes. After seeing the A brand Coke, let's see the B brand Coke. Compared with the A brand Coke, there are no obvious small bubbles, but the size of the big bubbles is smaller than the A brand, which is close to 1 millimeter. After more than 10 minutes, we speed up the video for 5 times, but we can find that the bubbles of brand B Coke seem to last longer, and they still exist after 10 minutes. And the change will slow down after 15 minutes. Now that the two brands of Coke are compared, let's compare the performance of the healthier reduced sugar Coke of brand A and find that his bubbles are significantly less. And there are almost no bubbles after 10 minutes. If you compare the 3 videos together, you can clearly see that the amount of bubbles in the factory brand B is indeed more, and the sugar-reduced cola of the brand A has the smallest bubbles. If we attempt to analyze the video by a software, it can be more clearly seen that brand A, including A-Line, has a lot of bubble particles at the beginning, nearly 50 to 20 counts, but in the end, there are basically less than 6 bubbles left. The B brand is almost the same from the beginning to the end. It's even more interesting to look at the size of the bubbles. The bubble size of brand A will eventually become smaller, while the bubble size of brand B will become larger. These phenomena are related to the amount of gas produced and the surface tension of the liquid. We can look at this diagram. Basically, when the carbon dioxide produced by the bubble is higher than the environment pressure, the bubble will get bigger. If the environment pressure is larger than that of the carbon dioxide, the bubble will get smaller. And the amount of gas produced is of course related to the carbon dioxide content in the cola. But the bubble keeps getting bigger and eventually bursts. And if the ingredients of impurities in the cola can fix the bubble can get bigger. Therefore, according to our result, it can be explained that the Coke of brand A should still have enough impurities to bind many bubbles, but the bubbles may not be able to maintain large because of less sugar. In order to verify this idea, let's look at brand A Coke with the larger magnifications, and we can see that there are indeed many impurities in it. These impurities may be caffeine or additives, and of course, it may be the dust trapped during our experiment. It seems that these substances are around large bubbles, and even bubble arrays are produced. In the live version of Coke, we even see battery fiber, which may affect the size and production of bubbles. In brand B, we can see significantly larger impurities, almost double that of brand A. To sum up, we can almost prove the following things. 1. Brand B has more gas, so the gas of Coke can last more than 30 minutes. 2. Because brand B has relatively large impurities, it is easier to generate large-sized bubbles, while brand A has many small impurities and can generate many small bubbles at the same time. After watching this video, do you know more about Coke? Let's have a drink.